Hello there. Sorry I was running late. I was reading about an old hotel in an old section of New Orleans, kind of a new old section, you know what I mean? It was new in 1950. All right, but so I gotta get this thing going. All right. So anyway, all right. I get caught up in history, you know, it's like an obsession. Okay, so we have Beams. I almost said Jim. Beams 8-star. Yeah, it's made by Beam Suntory. Jim Beam. Beams 8-star. It's been on the market since 1976. It's 80 proof. It's aged 2 whole years or more. It says 80% grain neutral spirits, 20% straight whiskeys. More than likely Jim Beam or Old Crow. They used to have a black label. Now it's a gold label. Why do they call it 8-star? I do not know why it's called 8-star. I have some ideas behind that, but I don't really know. I got it for $7.99 a bottle. What's Jim Beam? $13.99, $14.99. Okay. You might say, well, I can't see it on their website. Yeah, you're not going to. It's one of those hidden brands. They make it, but they prefer if you didn't know that. But yet it's called Beams. Okay. And it's made by Kentucky Springs Distilling Company. Never heard of Kentucky Springs. I hope my audio is okay. I did another video and it was okay. I'm on Opera, not Google. I guess they fixed a lot of their audio problems that plagued us in 2017. Claremont and Frankfort, Kentucky, USA. Let's see. What else is in Claremont and Frankfort, Kentucky? Oh, right. Jim Beam. Okay. Kentucky Springs Distilling Company. Right. Been on the market since 1976. 42 years old. It was a 75-25 blend. Our Chihuahua, I think I poured too much. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste this liquid gold, this liquid amber. Yeah, it's more amber than gold. It was a 75-25 blend, and I got a bottle at that place called Cheap Smokes, and it was cheap. It was like $2.99. But then they jacked their prices way up, and it looks like that place went downhill. I don't know who owns it now. It used to be Russians. I said, "Are you from Ukraine?" "We're from Russia." I said, "Okay, excuse me." But something happened, and it looks like they have new owners, and it's becoming deteriorated. I don't know what they thought they were going to accomplish with high prices in a worse-looking place. Well, that's their problem, not mine. John Anile says, "Good afternoon, Ron. Audio is good." All right, thank you. Keep monitoring it, and let me know if it collapses, because then I'll reshoot this. I have enough Beams 8-star to last about 4 more taste challenges, I suppose. That'll cover a lot of ground because I have the King Square. And I have, I don't know why I thought the screen was wider when I used to do it. I don't know what's going on, but if the audio is good, does it really matter? All right, King Square and King Square. I have I can't remember the name. Club whiskey and the regular blended whiskey. I bought those in Metairie, and I bought the King Square in Houston, Texas. Well, north of Houston, in the Woodlands area. Well, let's see. They're both amber gold. 75 South is aged at least 4 years. They're both 80-20 blends. 75 South was $5.99, and the Beams was $7.99. So you're talking about $2 difference. I think the Beams will win, and I think it'll be noticeable. but will it be a great difference? No, I don't think it will be a great difference. It'll be enough difference to make a difference. Will it be a $2 difference? Maybe. Will you ever see 75 South if you live in a state that allows Albertsons and their affiliates to sell liquor? Yes, because I've seen it in all their stores. In the big bottles, the big plastic handle bottles, this standard size, the 375s, and so on. Beans 8-star, same thing. The big handle bottles, this size at Dorgnac's. I had to special order it, no problem. Came in one day, like literally one day. And I ordered the Taka Gin, came in quick. No extra charge. Okay, they didn't charge me extra for ordering it. What's the name of that whiskey? Hold on a second. I remembered as soon as before I even got to the cabinet, Bellows, Bellows Club Whiskey and Bellows Whiskey. Okay, I knew it was going to drive me nuts if I couldn't remember. Man, and I used to do live hangouts all the time with nary an audio problem. Okay, all of a sudden, like something clicked in March of 2017. Ain't nothing was working right. The audio was all garbled on Google and on, well, then I got this alert, like right when that happened, I got this alert from Firefox saying, Mozilla Firefox, we're not gonna handle Google Hangouts anymore because there's some problem with plugins and we're not gonna be involved in it until they fix their plugins. And I was like, what? And then they said, you could do it if you do all these 29 steps. I was like, no, I don't think so. So then I tried Opera, but the audio was still bad. I like Opera for other reasons, though. And then the only platform that the audio would work right was on Microsoft Edge. But then Edge would tell me you're dealing with, what did they say? Vintage web tech. I said, vintage web tech. Not my system, not my equipment, but what I was, the Google Hangouts, vintage web tech. So you'll have to click and use Microsoft Internet Explorer, the old thing. I said, well, you know, if it works. So, but then it would like click me, it would like drop off a lot, you know, like, because it's really slow. Like William Kepley says, it's buggy and slow. Right, it is. But it would, at least I could use it. But then all of a sudden, like in the last few months, everything started working again. So I'm thinking they had a problem and it wasn't me. So you let me know if the audio goes wacky now. Then I'll just reshoot it. I take the MCAT in 9 days. Wish me luck. I don't know what that is. Is that a military test? But whatever the case, I hope you do well, Bucky Dent. All right, so we're going to start doing this. All right, I'm already running late because I got caught up in that. Because I was riding by that hotel the other day. It's now a Days Inn, actually. And I was saying, yeah, you know, is this Gentilly or is this New Orleans East? And my friend David said, well, that's Hain Boulevard. That's New Orleans East. And it is off of Shepton Tour Highway. So his mind is, no, it's New Orleans East. I say, no, it's Gentilly. Well, I think there's overlap. Like part of Gentilly is New Orleans East and part of New Orleans East and Gentilly. And some people say the canal, the industrial canal is the marker. Med school exam. Oh, best wishes on that. God bless you on that. You going to, are you going to Louisiana State University Medical Center Shreveport? I'm just curious. We have some medical schools in Louisiana. Okay, this one smells, all right. It's a lot of filler alcohol, you know, like I did a review of Black Velvet. I'm going to post a review later. I recorded it, you know, with my good high quality camera, Canon. And I noticed that it had a lot of that filler, you know, that corn distillate grain neutral spirits filler. And but you know, they tell you that on the website. This is what we make it with, all right? New Orleans. Oh, LSU, New Orleans. Okay. All right. Well, my second cousin went there for nursing school. And she was working for Oshner. I don't think she still works for them. She said she didn't like it or something. Or they were mean or something. I don't know. I gotta check and see where she's working now. I didn't ask her last time I saw her where you're working. All right, so there's a lot of alcohol burn in the nose. It's just like really, really standard. It just smells like kind of basic standard whiskey. It's not a bad aroma on that. It's just basic. In the Canadian, the Black Velvet was like that, basic. I paid $9.99 for the bottle, so I'm not complaining. $9.99, or it could have been $8.99. You know what? I think it was $8.99 at Winn-Dixie. But I saw the door next today for $9.99. But I bought it 3 years ago, so you got to take that into account. I did see the Black Velvet 8-year aged at Dorgnext for $16.99. But I believe they have it at Winn-Dixie for $12.99 here. I will be buying it at some point, God willing. But I got so much backstock going on. Michael Grady says, John Adams has cried for independency. That's right. Greetings, Ron. Glad to hear and see. Thanks for streaming. Maxwell says, oh, well, you're welcome. Thanks for watching, more importantly. Now, you see, now this one, same old thing, right? Same old thing, same old thing. But. You might have not heard me. I said, but there is this peculiar, and I also could say it's odd and unusual, not to mention strange, melon thing going on. Cantaloupe, melon, honeydew melon. And what does that tell me? Sazerac. What is Sazerac? A company. What do? They make 75 South for Albertsons. I really love Black Velvet. So smooth. I want to try that extra aged Black Velvet soon. I wasn't overly impressed on my first tasting. I wasn't opposed to it, of course. I just thought it tasted very much like American blended whiskeys. Not unlike what I'm trying right now. But they have a fascinating website. Not Black Velvet. They don't like enter a contest or something. But the Constellation brand, cbrands.com. That's where you get all the PDF files where they go into extreme depth about their whiskey. That's fascinating. And they do it for any product they make. Manischewitz, like Cheap One. Wild Irish Rose. Now you say, Wild Irish Rose, give me a break. That's bum juice. Okay, fine. It's bum juice, fine. But they go into intricate detail on that bum juice. Like deep. Talking about, we use vinifera grapes and all of this history of Wild Irish Rose. So, hey, you know what? Constellation Brands is sort of like me. They just like go into detail over anything. No matter how low grade. Right. Going on. And then you got Beams, who's trying to avoid that they even make the product. Can't find any detail. Okay. All right. Mr. Dickinson is irate. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, literature. Good. I don't like fiction. I have to check out the website. Thanks for the info. Yeah, go to their brand center. Brand center. This one is so much richer in vanilla and charred oak, and I'm about to say Jim Beam like. About to say Jim Beam like Jim Beam. Except it's 80% grain neutral spirits. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but that's what it smells like. It smells like a type of Jim Beam. Now, time for the taste. All right. Hey, you know what? Maxwell, this heat in Moscow, the weather is very hot, a lot of mosquitoes, the bites are very itchy. Do you have mosquitoes in the house? All right. It's very hot here and it's humid. I think I might have had one mosquito this whole year in the house. Bit me on the finger, and I put some of that, it's like a tube, and there's liquid in it with a little sponge on the end, and it killed it right off, the pain. Haven't seen a lot of mosquitoes around here, okay? They've been spraying maybe every night because they hear the truck coming by. It seems like it's really killed off the mosquitoes. I don't know what they're using, might kill us, but haven't seen a big mosquito problem in 2018, and haven't seen a lot of red ants. Used to be I have to put poison in my yard all the time on the red ants. Last 2 or 3 years, have not seen an ant pile. Now, does that sound normal? You don't get an ant pile in your yard for 3 years? I don't know about you, but I'm thinking there's some kind of chemical thing going on around here. Okay, taste. Oh, yeah, I mean, this one is so much flatter in the flavor. You know, they're not flat in carbonation because they're not carbonated, so forget, you know, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the flavor. It's just so neutral, so bland, so nondescript. It's got to be the 75 South. Is it a bad flavor? Is it an objectionable flavor? Is it an unpleasant flavor? It's not that. It's just not anything. So if you just want some base alcohol, Bucky Dent says same thing in Lafayette. No ants, no mosquitoes, not even crawfish mounds. Well, we got crawfish mounds here. I just was looking at some new ones, some fresh ones. They're little towers, but it's really weird, huh? This thing here is just so neutrality. You know what I mean? It's like nothing happening. It's alcohol, fine. Look, if you need base alcohol for mixed drinks, just a base unoffensive alcohol, 80 proof. You know, it's not going to taint your drinks or anything like cheap trash garbage. The 75 South will work to perfection. Maybe that's why they sell a lot of it. But if you're looking for any kind of flavor, I mean, you're not really getting any. Yeah, I know. I talked about sourdough bread. I talked about some higher rye content than normal. That's there, but it's such a chore to find it. It's like, why even try to find it, right? You know what I mean? It's like, why try to find it? You don't need, you just go buy. Yeah, you know, go pay $6 more and buy Seagram's 7 Crown, $12.99 at Winn-Dixie. Buy that. That'll have actual flavor on its own merits. You know what I mean? It can actually exist on its own without any kind of adding orange juice or adding sugar or adding bitters or adding all of that. You know what I mean? It just can like function on its own. This cannot really. Now you're going to say, yeah, but you're going to drink it. Well, yeah, I'm going to drink it. Of course, I don't want to waste it, but I'm not going to love it. I'm just going to say, all right, I'll drink it. It'll be that simple. I'll drink it. Like, that's it. I'll drink it. Now this one over here. I'm not sitting here saying this has a lot. Don't take me wrong. It has some qualities, and they are not profound. There is some char. There is some of that green wood. You know, if you drink Jim Beam, it has like a green wood, like wood that wasn't dried, like it's still green. It's strange. And cellar mold, like my grandfather had this cellar, this bomb shelter that he had built. It was built actually in 1962 during the Cuban Missile Crisis, and he used to store potatoes in there. And I remember when they had beds down in there. Like beds, they were going to go stay in this during the nuclear war, you see. But it always had this moldy smell. It still exists. It's there in Baton Rouge. I wouldn't go in it. I mean, you could go in it. It's probably full of who knows what. John and Neely said, I thought these two would be really similar. I'm surprised they're so different. I really enjoyed my bottle of Beam's 8-star. Unfortunately, I can't find it anymore. Yeah. I saw it today, I think, at Dorgnac's. I wasn't really looking for it. You know what I mean? And just like, I saw so many bourbons at door next. I was like, it's like a bourbon paradise. You know, I was like, what's going on around here? I could buy literally one every week. I would never ever run out. And we're talking about cheap, like just we're talking about straight bourbon. I'm not talking about blended bourbon. I'm talking about straight bourbon, legally straight bourbon. Old Thompson. Oh, I'm not gonna name them all. It went on and on and on. And don't even bring up the scotch. Don't even bring up the scotch. The scotch, don't mention that. Don't talk about that. I was like dumbfounded by what they had there. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't get over it. It was like, this is unbelievable. And I mean, Walmart's getting serious. I was at Walmart this morning at 6:40. And I was in their liquor section looking around, and I was saying, man, these people are not playing games. Their beer section is abysmal. But you know why? Because this town is abysmal. In other words, people's interest in craft beer in this town is zero practically. They want to drink Modelo, not Modelo Negra. I couldn't even find Modelo Negra. You like Bud Light? Because that's what you're going to get. And, you know, other things like that, of that ilk. But, you know, forget craft beer. I mean, they have Lagunitas, IPA, and a few other things, but mostly it's a joke. It's a pathetic joke. Their wine section, well, I mean, you could start a video channel and go to this Walmart, and for 5 years, you'd be busy. You'd be very busy, you understand? Just doing one brand a day. I mean, it just would keep going on and on. But their liquor section is what I couldn't get over. I was just, like I said, shocked, stunned, and just flabbergasted. I was looking around that liquor section. I said, man, these people are not playing games. Walmart is like the empire, you know, in the Star Wars movies. People say, well, they're evil, they're evil. Well, I don't know about that. I've actually literally never talked to anybody that worked at Walmart that thought they were evil. They're always talking about, well, I get health insurance. They give kids scholarships to go to college. But their liquor section was just outrageously impressive. Chivas Regal. And then they had the extra aged. And then I'm not going to get, I mean, I just couldn't get over it. I could not get over it. And then I went to Dornex, and it was like everything I saw at Walmart, but way more elaborate. It was just fascinating. And I wanted to buy, like, I want to buy it, you know, but I said, no. I got a liquor cabinet full of stuff. I haven't even touched most of it. This has got to stop. And it did stop. For now. All right, but all right, getting back to seriousness. It's got to be Beams. It's got to be Beams. It's just got to be the Beams 8-star because it's got that cellar mold and that greenwood. It's got to be it. I could mention that Walmart had this huge glass bottle of a bourbon called Stedman's Select. This huge bottle, glass, not plastic, huge glass bottle for $19.99. Straight bourbon whiskey, aged 3 years. I know who's making it. I know that's coming from Barton. That's Sazerac, but still. Ron, did you ever think of visiting Moscow? It would be very cool if you came to visit. Well, I would like to do it. I would like to go to Moskva, but I don't know if I'll ever make it. Okay, I'm going to call it. But I'm very concerned. Okay, I got to take another taste here. Can you believe I have a wine review coming up? I gotta work this out because I got 2 beers left and a wine. I don't want to be up there staggering, talking all crazy, you know. But I think I'll be able to manage it. The baseball game starts at 2 hours. I really want to watch. I don't care about NFL preseason. I just can't stand to watch people practice in uniforms. You know, I just don't want to watch that. But baseball, I could watch that. All right, so Okay, wish me luck, but I think I'm on the right track. Beams 8-star, Beams 8-star. Been having a lot of fun with Beams 8-star. Let's see, how much of this Beams 8-star have I had? 375 plus 750. 1,125 milliliters. Yeah, I mean, I've had a pretty good amount of it to kind of get a handle on it. Of course, I had 75-25 and then the 80-20, you know. All right, here we go. BES. What is BES? Beams 8-star. Bazam, I got it. Bazam, how you feel? Played? No, you don't feel played because you know I was going to get it. You excuse me, I probably write a lot, not on your topic, not on your content. Oh, well, that's okay. You don't do stupid things, you know, and you're not ugly and rude or trollish, you know, you just having a good time, right, Maxwell? So I like to deal with nice people. You know what I mean? Some people are like, you're a wimp because you won't let me cuss you out on your hangout. Funny how that works. You know, it's not sure if wimp is the right word. Maybe, you know, smart. I can ask a lot of superfluous. Yeah, well, I'm the same way. My whole life is built around trivial and superfluous content. Thanks, Ron. All right. I mean, this stuff here is like rubbing alcohol. You know, I mean, let's get down to it. You go to the doctor's office because you cut your leg and they're about to put some stitches, and this smells like the doctor's office, and it tastes like it. Nothing wrong with that. It's clean. But oh wow, what do you think you're gonna get for $5.99? Buchanan's 12-year age for $5.99? I don't think so. Oh, and Walmart has that for $34. And Walmart has the Buchanan's 18-year age. Yeah, that's right. 18-year age. That means they put it in a barrel in the year 2000, and now they're selling it. Incredible. What's the price? $41. Imagine that. $41 for a blended Scotch whiskey that was aged for 18 years. Now, you ain't going to beat that. That will not happen. That is impossible. That cannot happen. Well, maybe international market can beat it. But I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what bodies are being found behind dumpsters with those people. I shouldn't say that because I got some great deals from them. But I mean, it's like after a while, you start to think something's happening. Somebody's getting clipped. Okay, your streams are the only place for me to communicate with you. This is true. But if you join Alcohol Eggs on Facebook, you could communicate with me there. John and Neely said, I figured you'd get this one. Bean products definitely have those defining qualities you mentioned earlier, although I'm not sure if I would describe it as cellar mold. Yeah, it's just what came into my head, and it just seems like that. We got a lot of mold in Louisiana. Like, everything's full of mold. So we're very mold-oriented. You like fungus? Come to Louisiana. Fungus and mold is one of our calling cards. And sinus problems. Would be glad if you wrote me a link to another site that would communicate with you personally. I'm telling you, Maxwell, you'll see the same Falstaff icon, that same avatar, what you're looking at there, Falstaff. If you go to Alcohol Eggs, I post on Alcohol Eggs on Facebook every day. If you ask to join the group, I'll let you join, okay? And you'll see all kind of people posting beer, wine, and liquor, mainly beer, okay? John Anile, I tried to get him to join it. He won't join it. But he knows how to communicate with me on, you know, Google Hangouts. I've never been exposed to cellar mold, so who knows? Right. So go in my grandpa's cellar, and you'll be like, oh, right, this smells like Jim Beam. All right. What did I approve today? See, Maxwell, when I go on Facebook in a little while to check my stuff, if you ask to join, I will let you join. Now, I have other people that are administrators in that group. I don't know what they are administrating, because I'm the only one that ever approves any new members. I don't know what they're doing. It's like, well, why'd you want to be an administrator? You don't administrate. But I think they wanted that as like an honorary title. You know, it's like, okay. Same thing with Rock and Roll Club. I want to be an administrator in Rock and Roll Club. Well, what are you going to administrate? Well, nothing. So if somebody puts something really outrageous and objectionable post, are you going to delete it? No, I'm going to be stuck doing it. I know. Okay, fine. Anyway. All right. So Beams 8-star wins, and it was a pretty easy victory. You could see early on in this hangout, I had nailed it. If I was looking to buy an American blended whiskey, and I wouldn't really be looking to do that. I don't plan to ever buy another one, honestly. Valentin George says, hello, Ron. Hello to you, Valentin. But let's just say in theory that I was looking to buy an American blended whiskey. Beams 8-star would be one of the ones I would reach for. I think it's a great value in this class. It has way more flavor than the regular ones. It has credibility. I don't know why the company's shamed of it. They've been selling it 42 years, for 42 years, and they try to pretend like it doesn't exist. They won't even list it on their Our brands. It's sad. Oh, but there it is, sitting over there on the store shelves, all lonely and forgotten, except by the consumers who buy it at a pretty regular clip, apparently. And, you know, bar rooms. 75 South. It's kind of like riding on the interstate. You know, when you go on a road trip and you drive on the interstate and it's so incredibly dull, such a boring experience, but at least you get there fast. You get there fast. 75 South is the same thing. It's a perfectly boring experience, but you get there fast. It is what it is. Well, now I have to go. You know why? Oh boy, I have a few things to do, but none of which are particularly important. But one thing is a beer review, and guess what's coming? You want me to show you? I'll show you. I know you want me to show you. All right, watch this. Get ready. All right. So one thing I was going to review, August Steiner, I wish it was. One thing I was going to review was Molotov Surprise from Evil Twin Brewing. Imperial India Pale Ale with natural flavors added. Oh, well. Pink Guava. Yeah, that's really funny. It's stupid. All right, batch number 004-1813. Okay, so the 18th hour, 13 minutes. But there's no born on date, guys. So this is Molotov Surprise. You know, and there's also a cute talk on the back. It's like, okay, that's really funny, right? I've been in 10th grade. You're in for a fruity surprise. Oh, so it's a fruity surprise. It says, despite its unruly nature, it's tricky to resist a game of fruit-themed beer roulette. Spin the wheel. But, you know, I was looking at this and I said, 12% alcohol. And I said, I have to do a taste challenge. I don't think that would be a very good idea. 12%. Can you imagine that? An Imperial IPA with a fruity surprise. And it's 12%. Oh, no. I said, I better wait. How about this? Southern Prohibition Brewing Rotator Series German Style Ale, 4.6%. That sounds like a better idea. Kolsch with lime and chamomile. So I think I ought to review this. It's a can and it's got this little band taped to it. It's literally taped. It's not part of the labels. It's an adhesive piece of paper. I said, well, that might be the better option. Although, of course, you want to drink the IPAs as soon as possible so the hops don't fade and all that. But with all of this technical intake going on, I better watch it. Cap, oh, hey. Yeah, Evil Twin makes great beers. They do make some great stuff. Cap says, hey, I'm watching or rather listening at work. Cheers. Hey, Cap. John Anile says, oh, that should be interesting. I need to try some Evil Twin brews. Hey, I know, but I ain't trying that 12% today. Oh, no. So, yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of good stuff. Not everything was great. Some of their stuff was kind of just like McKellar. McKellar is like a lot of great and then some duds. But oh well, you know, hey, well, that's the way it goes. All right. So that's enough of that. I got to go do the reviews, and I got to do the. Oh, why do I put myself in this trap? I got to do the wine, the Rhine wine from Carlo Rossi, and then this, and Modelo Negra on the other channel, anti-war. Oh, just, and then I got to watch baseball, and then I got to wake up 2:45 a.m. to watch more baseball. Just wish me the best. Wish me the best. Wish me the best. All right. Thanks for watching this video production. Maxwell. So, Ron, do you have any pets? I used to have a dog, and thankfully it ran away, and I never could find it. I had that dog for 10 years. 10 years of torture. I have a cat and 2 dogs. I did have a cat, and the cat was kind of cool, you know, but I don't want any more pets. It's been 12 years, and I've been thoroughly satisfied by having no pets. Thanks for watching this video production.